In last week's episode, we brought you back up to speed on our Maverick Max X DS Turbo Expedition build and where we've come from. Using a stock Maverick Max X DS Turbo, we didn't just jump right into this build. We took it out and we tested it first to see what we were working with. And the end conclusion was that our base vehicle was not just cool, it was incredible, with power like nothing else. Following our teardown, we were able to have Tim G of G&G Racing custom fabricate us a few exceptionally cool parts. Not the least of which was a totally unique rear bed assembly with swinging rear tailgate. In last week's episode, we also took our parts to the powder station to have everything matching powder coated, and following a quick bake, we were able to reinstall many of the pieces from the cage to the air tank, the ARB fridge freezer, propane tank, and rear tire, along with a variety of other cool parts. And this week, the finishing touches are put on, getting ready for Expedition Adventure, where we take this Maverick Max XDS Turbo out and put it to the test. Seeing as we had the powder station strip and repaint our lime green A-arms, we need to reinstall those components along with a few other exceptionally cool goodies we have for the rear suspension. The lime green, it was cool, but it didn't fit our color scheme and design, so the A-arms were recoated in matching black powder. While we were installing the suspension arms, the beautiful dual-rate Alka Stage 5 shocks were able to be reinstalled also. And I gotta say, I'm excited to see how these feel when we take this rig out for a final test. You'll notice the rear shocks have an aluminum spring spacer installed. This piece was supplied to us by Super ATV and is actually a 2-inch lift kit. On the front end, we have an upper drop-down shock mount bracket to help us with the added clearance we need for our 32-inch ITP Ultracross tires. Once all four are installed, the rig really takes on an aggressive look. As part of the cage system, we had S3 design us a front bumper. This front bumper is not just functional, it also blends into the Expedition's design. Utilizing pre-welded cage mounts, the front bumper lines up and looks incredibly beefy, which it is. And the 1/4-inch solid plate winch mount accepts the super winch with ease, offering not just a solid mounting location, but thanks to the integrated cage tie-ins will also give the front bumper added strength if the full poundage of the winch is put to the test. With many visual hard parts already on the rig, it was time to ensure that we had the proper electrical system and electrical accessories to make this expedition worthy. A rugged radio full in-car radio system was not just installed, but custom installed to the steering pod and looks factory. This system not only allows car-to-car communication, but also has the plugins for every rider in the Maverick to communicate while driving on a cool Vox system. At the same time, we utilized a column-mounted signal system from Easy Turn Signals, and we will be custom mounting rigid rock lights as turn signals on the rear upper cage. One of the key design elements to the Expedition build was the safari look of an upper roof rack, and G&G Racing executed this with perfection. After installing the one-piece steel roof, the roof rack was lifted on and fit like a glove. While this could have been integrated into the cage as a one-piece, we realized the need for a removable rack due to the overall height and transportation limitations. A cool addition are the integrated limb lifters that run from the pre-welded plugs in the bumper wings to mounted locations on the safari rack. These cables will help to lift tree limbs and intruding brush from coming inside the front of the cab. They also give a Mad Max-ish look to the front end. While we won't see the finalized electrical system until we take the Expedition out for our final test, we did know that we needed an extra battery to help support all of the huge power needs. Under the front hood plastic is a very large expanse that truly has no use, so we utilized a custom fab battery box to accept our secondary battery. Following the battery box, we started to transform the seating in the Maverick. Out are the old stock seats, and now we have 4 matching PRP SE seats in black and red. These seats are beautiful and not only add style and safety, but are incredibly comfy thanks to the suspension design. With the build nearing completion, the obvious missing ingredient was doors, which S3 had already custom fitted the mounts for prior to shipping our cage. These doors are Dragonfire Highboys and fit exceptionally well, while utilizing a convex design to add front and rear elbow room. These doors truly finish the build off. The build is nearly complete, so stay tuned for our final reveal where graphics and electrical are completed and we get to take this vehicle out on our own custom Dirt Tracks Expedition.
If you've enjoyed watching this Dirt Tracks TV segment, we encourage you to subscribe to our YouTube channel so you'll never miss another update.